Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Love Board Games. We're Luke and Alex, and we're here to talk to you about one of our new favourites, Pergola. It's very exciting. We picked this up at UKGE.
Yep.
One of the first games we picked up there, and one of the first games we played when we got home. It's beautiful and it's easy to play, and we like anything that's kind of got a Japanese theme going on, which, if you can look at the board here, we have picked, there are 4 boards that you can choose from, by the way. We have picked the Japanese theme one because we are those kind of people. Let's just talk about this beautiful game, how simple it is, and maybe give you a little bit of demo gameplay. So it's 4-player.
Yep.
I don't remember what the age range was, but I mean, I think 10 plus. Yeah, great. And basically, you're creating your garden. You get these blank gardens, which actually, without all the stuff on, they might be blank gardens, but they're so beautiful, we almost didn't want to put the stuff on there. And you then create things. So in the gardens, you can have flowers and plants and bugs and lanterns. You can play with the water feature. You can visit the pond. And the super cool thing is the whole game is based around collecting these tiny little garden instruments. That's not the right word. Tools. A tiny spade and a tiny hoe. Hey, tiny hoe. So they're super cool. What do you want to say about the game, Alex?
Normally we don't go for games with so many components, but this one actually, it's simple. It's not, how it looks is not overwhelming. It's just beautiful different plants and bugs that you can attract and build, well, plant in your garden. Every one of them has its different point system at the end.
Yeah, so it's a classic game of,
collecting points,
and the person with the most points wins. It's not rocket science in that respect.
On your turn, you have that toolbox here. Well, technically it's the compost bin, and they have the 4 tools. You pick any one of those. If you pick them up, you can see that it tells you what to collect. So for example, here I'm going to collect one of those, and where are they? One of those. Each one of those pieces have a specific place on the board. So those flowers goes here, so around your hive, and those ones stack up one on top of each other, color-wise, color coordinated. So after you're done, you can place it in your little bin, so you collect all of those.
And do the magical power at the bottom.
So underneath each one has a different power. So this one allows me to move 2 bags from one flower to another. The reason why is so you can collect more points at the end. So we have the point system constantly at the front. The first time we played it was a bit, you cannot see that actually. So it's that. So it tells you how you score points for each one of those. So I know that with the butterflies, you score better the higher they are. So I'll move this butterfly higher up on my red stack with flowers. And then you restock this one. And the next player goes on.
When we played this, you can use strategy. Yes. And so we all played differently. So the 3 of us played, Alex, our friend Sarah, and myself, but we all played it very differently, which was interesting. And the person that we thought was going to win didn't win.
No.
And so that also was really interesting. So it was kind of exciting from a gameplay perspective, because we thought, hey, this is a really simple game and maybe it's a bit too obvious, but actually it wasn't. It's a bit like Eurovision when they do all the counting at the end and then they get the public votes in and it all changes. It felt very much like that. And if you're not as gay as us, you might not understand what that means. Sorry, carry on.
You were stacking up those flowers and collecting ladybirds and nothing else, I remember.
Yes, I just kept stacking my ladybirds high.
And it didn't actually give you as many points
as I thought.
No. I was going for the honey and get all the extra bonuses. Still, that did not work. And I think Sarah went steady and built everything.
Sarah was much more even spread.
Yeah.
And I think she won.
Yeah, she did win.
So we also like this aspect, which is where you get to visit the pond. So if you can see down here, you get a little frog as part of your tiny hoe. I'm never going to get over that. I think it's brilliant. And so then your magical power there is you get to visit this pond. And on the pond, you just move your frog to, it could be a lily pad or it can be into the water. And then you collect the thing that's on it. So, of course, this one is a bee and that one is a butterfly. That one's a ladybird. Or you can get these really cool dragonflies. They're very pretty. And they come in 3 different sizes. And then, of course, those 3 different sizes mean 3 different points at the end. But your dragonflies you can just put anywhere in your garden. In fact, really anything you can put anywhere in your garden. Yeah. It's just you have to group stuff together. Saying that, over here, where we create the honey around the hive, that has to be there. But everything else, you can kind of put it where you want as long as you keep it grouped together. And then you have these lanterns, which are like bonus cards, I guess.
Yeah.
So if you collect a lantern, I actually, when I played it, I had loads of lanterns.
Yes.
Didn't help me. But you do get bonuses with these. And then the little water feature, you just move your water droplet down and down and down until you get to the bottom. And then they, every stage you get a new thing. Like you can get a new bug. And then at the bottom, that creates your points at the end. What have we got over here?
So you can collect, like a little bird, you can collect leaves.
They're fallen leaves.
The fallen leaves that they take them back into the nest, and you collect those, and every time they have different parts. So this one is, again, take a ladybird and move one of your bags around. This one gives you just a butterfly and different powers each one. So with the lanterns you can do an extra action, and I think that's all the different mechanisms that you get in the game.
Can anybody else hear the cat in the background? That is Simon walking around meowing because it's dinner time. God, I love him. You'll meet Simon at the end of this video when we talk about how to subscribe to Love Board Games. Okay, so I think that's covered the basics of the game and the tiny hose. So what do we rate it out of 10, Alex?
Oh,
no, not 10. 5. 5.
I'm easy with rating. I think we'll still go for a 5.
Oh, I'm going to do a controversial 4. I really like it. It's way up there. It's no Everdell or Gloomies.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay,
4.5.
4.5.
Okay, we're going to average at a 4.5 out of 5. It's a good game. It's a pretty game. We like the components, even though there's a lot of them. They're very simple. They're nicely structured and laid out. We love a good insert.
Yeah.
And we love the tiny hose. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely a pretty game, simple game. Takes a bit longer, I'm guessing, to set up because of all of the different components. Yeah. But other than that, it is
4-player, age 10 plus.
It's a very cute, simple family game.
I hope they bring out an expansion, because I think this could really lend itself well to an expansion. More player boards, more bolt-ons, different flowers, bugs, whatever. I definitely think this lends itself to an expansion. So hopefully
there is room that they can do that, the way the game has been structured. But I think my first thing would be more players.
Yeah. We could buy 2 games and play it twice.
Not that.
That would work, actually. Yeah. Thinking about it, there's no reason that mechanic wouldn't work.
No, because you'll have all the components doubled.
Yeah, if you've got a family of 8, you need to buy 2. All right. Hello, Simon. He's come to see us. He's underneath the chair, so I'm not going to lift him up for you. All right. Have a lovely whatever it is that you're doing today. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, whatever they said. Was that the Truman Show?
I don't know.
That's the cat now playing with a toy. All right. That's our cue. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe at loveboardgames.co.uk for our online board game borrowing service, where we deliver board games straight to your door. You can borrow between 2 and 6 board games a month, and Simon is going to send you a pack of sweets.